With just the press of a button at one of more than 300 of these emergency call boxes located on campus, you will be immediately connected to Purdue Police. But how often are students on campus really using these devices? This is an acorn. It is also one of the main reasons why the flying squirrel population at Purdue is on the rise. The moss on this tree grows predominantly on one side, with a sharp drop-off along this line here. But what does that tell us, and how can that be useful in a survival situation? I'm standing across the street from the old University Church and the new location of the Anvil, where they hope the more central campus location will be able to draw more students. It's here at Slater Hill where people can come to pay their respects to David Ross, a former Purdue University Board of Trustees president and one of only 2 people to be buried at the university. Reporting for Fast Track, I'm Ethan Carlson. The most prominent construction project here at Purdue right now is actually a destruction project, as Purdue's Engineering Administration building behind me is in the process of getting demolished. This 30-foot tall Christmas tree behind me is one of the largest indoor trees in the state. It was brought into the Union's Great Hall on December 8th, and on the 9th was the lighting ceremony, which was introduced by none other than Purdue President Mitch Daniels. The sun was still shining bright as one of the first bands began to play on the event's main stage. Named the Bergamot, this husband and wife duo also enlists the help of a drummer so that they can play live. They play mostly indie rock and traveled all the way from Brooklyn for their current tour.
I think what they get from that is friendships, an opportunity to play sports that they played in high school or that they're passionate about. There's a fitness aspect to this, and there's also a learning aspect as well. There's so many different lessons that many of us have learned from sports along the way.
We just looked around and said, this is what we need to do. We need to upgrade these floors. We need to upgrade the painting on the walls. We need to upgrade the carpets that are in all of these rooms here so that we can make this place look nice and neat for the students.
In those days, you can tell like everybody from up here in the acres is on it, and it's always harder to find seats. Everyone's definitely on it a lot more in these types of conditions.
With more students clamoring to ride the bus, it becomes even more important to follow these simple tips.
Water polo, obviously, we all kind of know from an Olympic perspective, but you put that in now a recreation environment, and you give them tubes, and it becomes an enjoyable game versus trying to tread water the entire time.
This Americana folk band is called Judah and the Lion, all hailing from different areas of the U.S. Students will certainly be looking forward to next year's Starry Night once again. Reporting for Fast Track, I'm Ethan Carlson.